So welcome back to Watch Dogs Legion. In this video we're going to be reviewing the Bloodline DLC, and I'm just going to jump straight into it and tell you that it's not worth buying. And I'm just saying that because you start off and obviously Aiden Pierce and Wrench are a part of it, and it felt cool to begin with, but the more I played, the more I just realised it's just copy-paste stuff. There's not really anything unique. And I mean, in the missions themselves, you are going to places that you have done other main story stuff in. So they haven't even really used new areas or anything like that at all. I've seen, I can't remember where it was, but there's apparently issues of people downloading it and stuff. I even had the issue because I had to reinstall the game. I had it uninstalled. I installed the game, then I had to go back and install the season pass because it was telling me to buy it. And then once the season pass was installed, I loaded the game up again, and it told me I had to buy Bloodline, so I had to go back into my games and apps and install Bloodline separately as well. Luckily, season pass and Bloodline are only licenses, so they're 10 megabyte downloads. However, you start off, you get to use Aiden Pierce, and I mean, there's not really a lot to talk about. He's got some cool gadgets, he's got some upgrades and stuff you can use. You do use Aiden for most of the story, and then at the end they've just used Wrench for something different, just a different character. The worst part of this for me was the fact that the side missions to unlock the upgrades are none other than your fetch errands. You either have to go to this place and hack this, or go to this place and rescue this person. There was even one I did that actually had me rescue two of the same person. When I say the same person, I mean they had the exact same character model, wearing the same clothing and everything. And then you go through the story part of it, which lasts a few hours. And, I mean, it's decent. It's not that it's dreadful in terms of the story. But, I mean, it's kind of Fast and Furious 9. It's just focusing on family. And it gets a little bit irritating when you're sitting there trying to play a game about hacking and stuff, and you've got these two people, like, telling each other their sob stories and basically explaining their life story. And I mean, it's a story, yeah, but in this sort of a game, it doesn't make sense for it to do that. And then you get to the final part of it, the final boss fight of the story, and it's enough to put you asleep. It's so boring doing this boss fight. And what makes it worse is the boss fight actually bugged for me to the point where I had to quit to the main menu, then load back into the game. And that luckily managed to fix it, because if it didn't fix it, I would have been stuck. Because there's no way to fast travel out of it, there's no way to reset the mission or anything like that. So I'm very, very lucky that quitting to the main menu and loading back in fixed it. I'm not going to ruin any of the story itself, besides telling you that it's heavily focused on family stuff. And that doesn't really ruin it because the story could go any way. But yeah, in my opinion, Bloodline is not worth the money. It seems decent at the start and I had fun with it. And then I got, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 missions in, and I just, what is the point? It even got to the point of not even driving around anymore. I just fast travelled absolutely everywhere because I couldn't be bothered with it. I just wanted to get this done as quick as I could, because there's so much more they could have done with it, yet they didn't. They were really, really lazy. There's a lot of sound bugs and stuff. Your sound will cut out just random times. And a lot of it just seems to be, oh, you're chased by the Albion, you're chased by Clan Kelly. It's nothing that stands out, it's nothing special. They've just simply used Aiden Pierce and Wrench to release a couple of new main missions and put a little bit of a story behind it. And it leaves me questioning with Far Cry 6. When that releases, through the season pass stuff they are doing, they will let you control characters from previous Far Cry games. And I think they're going to do it the same way they've done it with Watch Dogs Legion. It's just going to be a lazy implementation to make a little bit more money. So overall, I'm not happy with this DLC. Yes, it was fun using Aiden. He's got very, very powerful gadgets and weapons and stuff. And it was kind of fun using Wrench. He did, towards the end, come across really annoying. I just wanted him to shut up. I never played too much Watch Dogs 2, so I don't know too much about Wrench. But just the voice just reminded me of Claptrap from Borderlands, and it's funny at first, a couple of good jokes here and there and stuff, and then it just shut up, stop talking, don't want to hear it anymore. So yeah, there's a standalone DLC. You obviously have to own the game in order to buy it because it's part of Watch Dogs Legion. But you don't take your characters or anything like that into the DLC, you start off scratch with Aiden Pierce. And then after you have completed it, you're able to swap operatives, or you can go back to the main story and recruit Wrench and Aiden in order to use in your actual story progress of the main game. But yeah, for £12, it's definitely not worth it, like, at all. Like, I'm not going to put any price on it. I'm just going to say it's not worth it at all, because you're just getting a half-assed, half-baked story. I mean, in most technical cases, it works well. The writing for it was dreadful, in my opinion. So yeah, it's fairly smooth. However, I wouldn't put a price on it. I think this should be a free DLC. I don't think for what they've done, it's really worth paying any sort of money for it at all. If you've got the season pass, obviously you're getting it for free. But I definitely would not pay for this separately. That's just 100% would not pay for it. I don't think it's good enough. Because even whilst you're doing the repetitive side missions that are just simply fetching stuff, it's all to unlock similar stuff to what you have through the main story anyway. So there's not actually a lot that's new. They've reused a lot of stuff, including locations for the story of it. So it was good, but you're going to have your best moments of it towards the start. And as you get further and further into it, coming up to the end of it, you're going to be really, really bored. So in a way, I'm kind of glad that it only lasted a few hours. So yeah, that's my review for Watch Dogs Legion Bloodline, the new DLC. I mean, it even took them long enough to release this stuff. The game's been out for a while now, and this is I'm going to say the first proper part of the season pass, because we had Mina before and she was buggy and it was just simply a new character with like 1 or 2 new missions or something like that. However, yeah, no, I'm not going to recommend Bloodline at all. And what we're going to do is leave the video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. And I hope you guys enjoyed it.